Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Neo Monsters video. This one is about the 7th anniversary, so if you haven't had an anniversary before, they're a pretty cool time. We've got loads of extra bonuses. You can see here all the various things. We've got this anniversary special monster, login rewards, exports update, all the rest of it. So this video is going to go through some of this stuff, as well as some of the new monsters, and we're going to do some hatching. I just thought I'd kind of lump some things together in this video. Hopefully you find it fun. So first up, I want to mention a few little little things that are good to know about. Firstly, the two different anniversary festival eggs, there is an overlap between the two eggs. This is something which we as a community have been very having one voice on this, that it's important there's this overlap. The reason being is it's very important to wait until this overlap so you can pick which one to go for. So obviously these eggs are really good to go for. They're festival eggs, and if you have got a lot of gems, this is a good time to get a new mythic because there's a guaranteed mythic every 10 packs. They only do this during the anniversary, so these mythics are effectively half price if you want to go for them, if they're actually worth going for. So it's really good to wait until that overlap to then decide which one of the two eggs, do you want to invest a load of gems into one of them to go for the mythic, that kind of thing. There's also this guaranteed mythic banner, which there's 7 of them. It's a night, well, sorry, no, there's 6 of them. It's currently filling up the hatch menu. So if you're not going to go for that, I completely understand if you're really annoyed with that. I don't like the hatching setup. Might be something I actually mentioned to them this year that we can try and fix that, get a better system for it. Anyway, so that's the first thing to mention. The other thing is the Neo ticket. So the Neo ticket, you can pick any one mythic from this special section of the shop, and yeah, you just get that. So it's a one of the standard egg pool. The thing to note about it is that it goes until the end of December. It's right till the end of this year, and it's best to wait until that time. Reason being is, in the meantime, you may find that you hatch the particular mythic that you'd want to get. So let's just say you only want to pick up this mythic in the second form. That's all you really care about, is you want volume of mythics. You want to get this new mythic. Well, if you were going to get it anyway from normal hatching or rare egg hatching, you'd rather have spent your Neo ticket on a different mythic maybe. So it's best to wait until the last possible moment for that. It obviously takes some, restraint there. People want this mythic now, and I completely understand why you'd want to go for that. However, it is best if you can wait for it. So anyway, that's that kind of bonus stuff aside. We'll actually just show you in the Neo ticket shop now, because I want to give some recommendation on what to go for with it. So I haven't used mine yet. I'm going to wait until the end of December. I'll probably put it in my Christmas video where I do a bunch of rare egg hatching. So from the options here, there's 3 pages of options. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to narrow it down to ones which I think are the most important to go for, what you'll actually benefit from more. Obviously, if one particular one speaks to you and you want to go for that one, go for that one. The one which I think stands out most is Satami. This is just a brilliant sweeper mythic. It's got good speed, good defense, hold ground, stun immunity, can shield itself. So it tanks really nicely, just works very efficiently. The moves are all nice seconds. They're not too high, and just very efficient killing. Secret Destroyer is a brilliant sweeping move, only 100 seconds, can do with shields as well. And then you've got Blood Fury, so you only need 1 kill from Secret Destroyer before you can kill anything you want. So she's just awesome, and her second form too, which is why I would suggest her the most, is that even her second form's actually really good. She's also got similar stats, but she's got the same moveset here, same seconds on them all, other than knockback next is slightly more. And the key thing is she doesn't have stun immunity or that instant shield ally. So she tanks less well, can be stunned, and isn't quite as effective with the full package here of having the fast knockback next. But pretty good second form. She does a great job of what her final form actually does. So she, I would say, is the biggest one to go for if you want to pick out one in particular. Otherwise, there's obviously some really cool stuff around. But a popular choice for Awakening is Suikenshi. This one, I would say, second form is not so impressive. I actually got Suikenshi last year with my Mythic ticket, so my Neo ticket. So I currently have him at 1 shard, and he's probably what I'm going to buy this year. Depending on what I hatch, I'll see when it gets to December. Because I'm reasonably close to getting him, and I'd quite like to awaken him. But anyway, he mainly wants to be awakened because then he gets like a really nice moveset. Mainly the dual Slayer Bane just becomes very good there. And stun immunity as well is linked to that final form. So those are two like really good PvP sweepers. You've also got Arachnid Diva, I think is actually really, really strong monster in both PvE and PvP. And it's a bit slow, but camouflage, like the two passives here are just stupidly powerful. Camouflage with Ultimate Payback Revenge, it's very hard to go wrong with those two passives combined. And then at every 70 seconds, it can either remove deadweight teammates, make them protectors, which has combos with particular monsters that are very strong, and then otherwise having Vengeance is just very powerful. It's also worth noting that if you kill off a teammate, kill off some deadweight here, it charges Vengeance. Use Vengeance once, then it's got Bloodlust. Like it can work reasonably nicely as a sweeper, as well as just giving you a lot of options for control, while being very awkward to deal with because usually killing it means you have to lose a monster. And it's got camouflage, so it's not even easy to kill. So yeah, very strong monster there. Another one is Huskagun. This is another one that's good in second form. Just a really good stunning monster. Can do a lot of stun stuff. Nice sweeping. Got ally substitute as well, which always kind of comes up in some interesting ways. So yeah, that's a good one. Other than that, I mean, those would probably be the top picks from what I remember. Oh yeah, also Plumesilisk. So this one is a brilliant protector / not protector because it's auto taunt plus, so it's got a slightly lower chance than auto protect, but ultimately this is really tanky. Like, it's got good defense, good HP, and got stun absorb, so even if he gets stunned, like, it's going to protect the attacks, so it's going to be killed off anyway. So it's the right, a good kind of stun absorber while also being tanky, no killer weaknesses, and can even do some damage there with Union Attack and Double Counter-Strike, both very strong moves. And then the thing that kind of gets overlooked is this Baby Summon ×2. These little cocky drakes, they are very good too. They're kind of tanky, and they basically do LM Shield ally. So they're little protectors as well. They can shield water teammates. Them coming in as well obviously charges the Union Attack on Plumesilisk. So yeah, just really, really good monster. And second form too, it's basically got the same stuff there. It gets better all round when you take it to final form, but like it does the job really well. I got this this year. I've used it. I have been very, very impressed with how strong it is. So those are the options with the Neo tickets that I would suggest. I wouldn't really consider any of the others, but it's your personal preference what you want to go for. So those are the Neo ticket stuff. Other things to cover. We've got Chronozillion. So this was technically not right at the anniversary, but it's very recent. It was just like a week or two ago in the update that came just before the anniversary. And that is the Mythic version of Chronozeros. I won't go through how to get this because it's kind of explained in the game. Basically, you've got to get the 9 legendary potions for Chronozeros. That is the main kind of hurdle. This monster, if you've been in the community, you would have heard a lot of people be negative about it. And I get what people are saying. Like, it's got this issue of it being quite slow and quite low defense. And nothing stands out in the moveset as being super strong. However, I will say, if you compare this to legendaries, it is very decent. And so for people who have like really stacked accounts and they've got like loads of top legendaries, they've got a lot of strong mythics, yes, I can completely understand why it wouldn't be super appealing, because it doesn't really match up to some of the best stuff out there. But if you're just, you've got some pool of legendaries and then you suddenly have this in there, this is really good. Particularly because if you look at the cost, like all mythics, it's only 14 cost. So you don't need the secret skill on this. And for 14 cost, this is basically the same kind of cost as a legendary. And it actually tanks pretty well. The way how, you can think of mythics tanking compared to legendaries, it's kind of 2 stages higher on defense. So even though this is like full attacks, it's got the minimum defense, it's actually more like a rounded monster. Also because it's got low speed, it's got decent health anyway. So it's like a tankier style of legendary, not super tanky, but like the tankier side of it. Which means, compared to legendaries, it's a tankier legendary. And that was, I don't know what I said there. But anyway, it's a reasonably tanky is what I'm trying to say. Not as anywhere near as tanky as like the tanky mythics, but we're comparing it to legendaries here, because I think that is the best way to judge it, really. Combination of stun immunity and hold ground is just really nice. The hold ground also very important here because it's got that lower speed with low defense. it's going to help it survive to its turn a lot better. And then it's actually got quite nice sweeping moves. Void Fast Strike, yeah, I get it's not the fastest. It's 160 seconds, but it is like a guaranteed kill, and it can, deal with revenges and all the rest of it. And you only need one kill, and then you can do Blood Fury. So it's very consistent sweeping. And Time Strike All, again, not the greatest move, but it is a 100-second hit all move. And I think if you think of it as that, it's actually not too bad. There will be instances where you can use it and it will do really high damage to enemies too. So I like it as a move on here. Bear in mind also, you only need one kill for Blood Fury. So if something's on a whole ground or whatever, and then something else is shielded, something else is stealth, well then Time Strike All becomes a really good tool for like grabbing the kill you need for Blood Fury, plus also removing a stealth and a shield from, other enemies. So it will come up and be very useful at times. And because it's got 3 uses, basically it will always be there when you want to use it. So I think Chronozillion is sneakily actually quite good compared to not compared to like the top monsters that people really want to be using, but compared to the vast majority of monsters, I think it's actually really quite good, and it should see a lot of play. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if people come around on it. I think it's kind of just that initial, being negative because it doesn't stand out as amazing, rather than it being because it's actually not very good. So yeah, anyway, that's Chronozillion. That's all I want to say on it. Right, so what else is there to talk about? So, I think I will go straight into hatching now. So you'll see here, I've got a lot of rare gems. I've got 464. I'm saving them for Christmas. I'm not going to use them now. I will be using some gems now, though. So I spent some money back at Valentine's Day, I think it was. So it's like about 8 months ago. And it was for this kind of banner. The one which is like, it's 20 paid gems, and it gives you a guaranteed mythic plus 10 6-star tickets. And then we didn't see any all year, so I've had 53 paid gems for a long time now, and we've got all these different eggs for the different elements. I am going to go for the water one. It's it's your choice what you want to do. I think the earth one actually looks really quite decent. I really like Sakuralisk, Nagandia, and Karina. I think those 3 are really good, so 3 out of 5 being brilliant is great. The only issue is the other 2 are terrible. Also, it's worth noting that Nagandia and Sakuralisk are pretty old monsters, so they will probably be get put into the standard pool next year. But yeah, anyway, that's the earth one. I'm going to go for water because I think it's got the best overall kind of rate of the kind of monsters which I want to get. So yeah, let's just see what I get from it. Fiona is the one which I really want to get, but yeah, we'll see. Fiona and Christine, probably my top 2. Okay, so we got the Mythic right at the beginning. I was kind of hoping for a second Mythic if possible, because one of the interesting things with these is like the only Mythics you can get in it are the ones that are featured there. So any other Mythics that you get would be awesome. Oh, I got Christine. Awesome. So I said that was like one of the 2 that I really wanted. Yeah, that's decent. I will take that. So that's hopefully cleared up the 6 banners that were there. Yeah, looks like it's just taking a second to do it. Alright, so before doing any of this festival hatching, I want to say one thing. Obviously, do not do hatching now. Wait until that's the crossover period. The reason why I'm going to do hatching now is because I want to hatch on another egg that's out at the moment, and I've got lots of gems, so I can probably afford to hatch on this other egg. However, I want to know where I stand with this egg, and the anniversary in general, to know if I have the gems to spare for this other egg. So that's what I'm thinking here as I come to do this. And like I said, wait until the crossover period. That's the only reason why I'm doing it now. Actually, this is the first time, I think, in the last few anniversaries that I've ever done something like this. Let's talk about the new monsters, though, first of all. So the Mythic is kind of getting a lot of hate in the community right now. People are being negative recently about the strength of monsters. So I think she's fine. She's definitely an under-average mythic, but she's not bad. So stats-wise, it doesn't look brilliant. She hasn't got amazing speed. She's got lowish defense. She does get this Misty Shield entrance, which means she's going to tank reasonably nicely and get to her turn reasonably nicely, especially because poison immunity means that they're not going to be disabled at all. These passives are actually, I think, exactly the same as Nagandia's, which is which is pretty cool. It's one of the reasons why I like Nagandia. So the bit I really don't like about this is Final Bite and Healing Retreat. I think they are basically useless. Healing Retreat obviously means you get that entrance again, but like that entrance doesn't impact the battle, it just helps to survive. And Final Bite, it's just kind of unrealistic that you're going to get to do that. Also, because she doesn't hold ground, that healing doesn't really matter. So I just don't think those are really going to do that much. So I'm looking at this mainly as like a 14 cost monster, and the move that I think is really quite decent is Deer Smash. The damage from that, I believe, one-shots anything. So it's just kind of like the best move to be, like, it's so useful as a 130-second move that kills anything. It negates the revenge as well. The recoil is only 30%, which some of these things it'd be like 50% or whatever. So a decent move. The only issue with it is hitting a random enemy. We'll have to see how that plays out. But I think it'll be pretty decent. And kind of make her reliable so she's not like dead weight on the battlefield. Because that's really where Mythics can be bad. Is like if they are situationally very good, but then like, you know, half the time they don't do that much, that they can get stuck. And this is a monster that cannot really get stuck because she can just do Deer Smash, and Deer Smash is a good move. Stealth Break, obviously brilliant as well. So I think she really counters revenge stuff and stealth stuff very nicely. Double counter slash, not the greatest move. So, you know, I see what people are saying, but I also think because Deer Smash and Stealth Break are two very solid moves, she would be annoyingly quite good a fair amount of the time. She's just not anything too impressive or special. And I also think design-wise, she's got like a random collection of moves. It's like random damage moves, this kind of not well-supported Final Bite thing going on, and then some passives that are like, make her survive better. It's kind of like, okay, great, yeah, this is a monster, rather than actually like some interesting design. Which brings us on to this, which is a very interesting design. So this I really, really like. Branded stats, quite decent. Speed is not that great, but yeah, decent enough. I did want to make a mention of the artwork because a lot of people have been hating the artwork, and I agree. I think there's a sleek design that you can put to some dragons, like Heaven's Worm. Looks really pretty. This does not really have enough in it for me. It's too plain. There's like, it's a cool concept, but then not really like an actual professional artist has come in and done something special with it. That's my personal opinion. I do wish there was something more, because there's a lot of really cool designs in the game, and this could have been one of them. So the thing I want to bring your attention to first is this secret skill. I've not seen anyone mention this secret skill yet in the community, but it is very, very strong. Putting permanent dead weight into the enemy team is like one of the strongest things you can do in PvP. And this adds a Yang into the enemy team, which is the Link Holy one, which has like basically no damage moves other than Kinslayer, and the support moves are only possible if you've got Link Holy. So it also has Time Freeze, which I think is a fairly important thing to remember, that if you're using this monster and you're planning to put this Yang into the enemy team, you don't want to use any like Overwatch monsters or Give Turn monsters, and you will disable any opponent's ones of those. So there will be some other monsters in their team which become dead weight because this is on the battlefield. Or not dead weight, but like, you know, very weakened by it. So doing that is very, very strong. Also, bear in mind, because that's holy, it's got Kinslayer and stuff, having your own holy monsters won't be that great, which means that, unfortunately, the second passive, Light Accuracy, probably just ignore that, to be honest. Don't use holy monsters. The focus on this doesn't really feel like it's important at all. I think they should change this passive, so it either does something more relevant, or they make the piercing side have a holy or shadow teammate, and then the second passive be something else, like just stun immunity or, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, otherwise, having Purify, always a nice thing. The Yin Yang Accelerate, amazing. Element Accelerate that works for both Holy and Shadow. Like, Element Accelerate is a very, very strong move, but it's sometimes hard to find the moment to use it. And you need to be like in a heavily linked team for it and all that kind of stuff. This, I can definitely see this being a usable skill. Especially because there'll be times on this particular monster where you won't actually want to attack. or there isn't like the option to attack because it has situational moves, and so there'll be a time you can find Yin Yang Accelerate as a move you can use. And then otherwise it's got 2 different damage moves. Yin Yang Strike is pretty cool. There'll be a lot of targets for that. There's a lot of poison monsters out there too. I think those combined, it will find targets a fair amount of the time. That it is actually a pretty good aggressive monster with Purify on the side, and like I said, the secret skill that like just puts dead weight in the enemy team. You definitely want to be using this with shadow monsters so that you have piercing on the Defang and Yin Yang Strike. And then I think it's just, it's just a really good monster. Imagine this +9, use the Element Accelerate. You're going to get a really fast Defang. It might counter poison really nicely with the Purify and Defang. And then Yin Yang Strike being like a decent move. I can see this monster doing very well. It's not like something flashy and incredible, but it's definitely a good one. So, with all that said, let's have a go and do some hatching. I'm going to do 10 packs and basically see what I get from 10 packs. So yeah, this first one is not looking good. No, it is not looking good. We're just going to skip this to save a bit of time. I have like all the epics and super epics at +9, so it's all just potions. Alright, so that was the first pack. Let's see if we get something better the second time. It is a festival egg, so there should be higher chance of legendaries, and we are not seeing it. Okay. I have Nova Drake from the featured. I don't have any of the other featured, so I would quite like to get some legendaries of those. I mean, 2 packs is a bit early to judge, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. Oh, there we go, a legendary. Okay, good. Sorry about all the messages popping up that I'm going to have to black out on the screen. Alright. Oh, it's Utopian. Oh, God, how can I mute these? Okay, there we go. Hidden for 1 minute. Not quite as long as I want, but okay, there we go. So Utopian, yeah, already had that. It always feels weird getting like a non-featured monster when it's a time you're really going for the featured and going for a festival egg or whatever. My God, wow. Last year, if you remember, my video on this was like slightly notorious because it was a post commentary as well, and I got Wilhelmina like 3 copies of her in 11 packs, and then I had the guaranteed one as well. So I awakened her in 11 packs, and people got very salty about like how that happened, and they were like, "It's rigged. You've got increased results." Well, this year you're seeing no, I can get the other end of it. So that was 5 packs. We got 1 standard pool legendary, and that's it. I think the average is like, it should be every 17 eggs you get a legendary. And I've now opened 60 and got 1. Alright, well, it's got to turn around at some point, hasn't it? I mean, yeah, we've got 4 more packs anyway before we hit 10, so we should get something. Come on. Oh dear. I don't know how long we are into this video now of me rambling about a bunch of different things, and the people who stuck around for the hatching. Now you're seeing it's just horrendous results. There we go, 2 legendaries. Okay. I mean, I was hoping I'd get a mythic as well in this 10, because, averages, you should get 1 every 10. Okay, this is a new one. What have we got? Is it Gun Fairy Violet? That would be quite nice. Otherwise, we've got the mushroom. Oh, it's the mushroom. Yeah, well, I'm not too keen on the mushroom. Don't really see much use for it. But, whatever. We'll make a use for it. Oh, maybe we got Gun Fairy Violet here. There should be. Unless it's like one of the new standard pool. No, it's Gun Fairy Violet. Cool. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, there's the new legendary as well. That was the other option. Cool. Yeah, I do want her. She's a bit stronger than I gave her originally. I gave her credit for originally, I think. She's very good. The sort of passive that she has of dealing damage to enemies is so powerful. Way stronger than auto poison. Does quite decent damage too. Ah, cool. We did get a mythic. Okay, so I'm gonna get 2 mythics in these 10 packs. That's pretty decent. Looks like it's the new one, but there's a lot of the standard pool I don't have either. So we'll see. It is the new one. Cool. Okay. Got her once. Let's see. Is this the new legendary? It is not. hits the mushroom. Okay, his little face. That's what made me laugh there. Okay, so if I get another copy of her in this 10th pack, I may take that as I will go to 220 packs. I'll have a think. Might leave it for a little bit. But yes, okay. So this, what is it? It's another copy. Oh no, it's Kami. Okay, all right, that's interesting. So we've got one copy of her. Yeah, that might be a little tough to awaken her then. Might cost a lot of gems. That's interesting. Ooh, I also don't have the new legendary. Okay. I would quite like the new legendary. It's the only featured legendary I don't have. Alright. I've got to think here. I think I'll go for it. I think I'll do another 10. Yeah, God, this is tricky. Because if I do 20 here, I could easily do 30 on the other one. The thing is, though, is she worth a half-price mythic? Ooh, I mean, it would be nice to have a mythic. It would be nice, and she is kind of half-price. I'm going to get, like, standard pool stuff as well. If I, don't get her, but I get other mythics. I'll do another 10. Let's do it. I don't know how long I'm going to make this video by hatching more and more. But yeah, I saved a lot of gems for this, for the anniversary, and my plan was, if the 2 mythics are decent enough, I will go for both of them. This first one is kind of borderline, is it strong enough? My assumption is the second one will be better. The reason why I assume that is because, like, if they release 2 mediocre mythics, they would probably get a lot of, moaning that the anniversary was not that great. So I would have thought, like, just from their side, they would try to make one of them be decent enough for people to be happy. In the past, they did a lot of, like, very strong mythics very strong monsters at the anniversary. There was one year where it was Cynthia and Fiona, which have gone on to be, like, super powerful mythics. My luck on legendaries, my God, what has happened? Why am I getting so unlucky? Is it? Oh, it's just a fate of recording or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't need the legendaries, but I want the new dragon if possible. Why are there no legendaries? I didn't even count. Wait, so we got a duplicate of the mushroom. Otherwise, we got the Garden Fairy Violet, I think it is, once, and we got Utopian once. So that's what, 4 legendaries in like 14 packs. I did get a mythic. Have we just hit 15 packs? Or was that 16? Let's see. Yeah, 16 packs. Wow. And I've got 4 legendaries in that time. I mean, with this 17th pack, which, oh, okay, I did get 1 legendary here, but we should have hit the average of 10, and I've just hit 5. That is that is really, really poor. I mean, it's not just like I've got half the luck here. It's like with normal distribution stuff, like the further you go away from the average, the more extreme luck or unluckiness that is. Yeah, we haven't had a second mythic either, which should get 1 every 10 or so. Yeah, wow. Okay, my luck is so poor. I'm not one to complain about luck. If you don't know me, I take it as it comes most of the time. But when by the numbers things go extreme with bad luck or whatever, I do notice and I do go, wow, okay, I got unlucky with this. And yeah, we are seeing that here today. Oh, still not the new dragon. Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of a shame, but it is putting me off going for this egg, to be honest. Because I don't want to just pour all my gems into this, and then I mainly want to save gems for the other mythic. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. After I speak about all my unluckiness, this is screenshot worthy. And we awaken Mythic? We awaken the Mythic. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm going to screenshot this. Thank you guys for those who stuck around until this point in the video to witness that amazing hatch. Cool. Okay. All right. That's cheered me up. I don't care about the dragon. I can get that another time. We awaken the Mythic. We had an awesome 10 pack. I think that is the luckiest 10 pack I've had in all my years playing the game. So got it on record. I really hope my recorder is not like messed up at this point. There's no warning message that it is. I'm just going to actually just check. We are still recording. We're still recording. Awesome. Okay. All right. So the other egg, which I want to go for, I've still got 3,100 gems. I think that's more than I need for the other anniversary egg. Probably 1,200 is enough. I could stretch that to 1,600 for 40 packs. So with that considered, plus also the 500 that I need to keep, that is 2,100 gems. So effectively, I could pay 1,000 gems on this egg, but I obviously want to save for other times too. So the reason why I'm going to go for this egg is Rilla is like one of my most wanted mythics. I've already got 2 copies of him. I just need 2 more from the featured legendaries as well. I've got Ellen Fox, but I haven't got the other 2, and both of those other 2 I want. So this is like the kind of egg which I would normally want to hatch on, and I'll basically hatch until I get one of the featured legendaries, or maybe both of them. You know, we'll see how it goes. I can budget. Say I got one of the featured legendaries here that I don't own, which I did not. But if I did, then I would be able to be like, okay, I've only put 1 pack into this. I can put a few more and just see how it goes. Cool. So that's 1 pack. I do actually want to keep count of the number of packs I do. Or I suppose I had 3,100 gems. I can do it from that. So we're just going to see, can I get any Rilla in the time that it takes me to get, the featured legendaries here. And I'm not going to go like 1,000 gems into this. We're gonna throw some into it and just see how we do. So this is 3rd pack. We're not seeing legendaries, that's fine. I mean, this isn't a festival, so it's kind of to be expected a bit more. It's like 1 legendary every 25 eggs. We've done 30, we've got 1 legendary, so, near enough. Nothing to complain about. Yes. Mythic. Be Rilla. Please be Rilla. Come on. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm not going to get too excited. I'm not going to go crazy and do like loads of hatching. But if I can get this last copy, I will be very happy. Come on. Just 1 more copy. I lost count of how many packs there was. Was that 4 or 5? One of the 2. Oh! My God! How did this happen? After all those packs of being unlucky, now I just end up getting stupid lucky. Yes, I mean, my legendary luck is still very low in this video, but my mythic luck, I haven't. Yeah, actually, I know for no matter of doubt, like my mythic luck in this video has now actually gone really, really good. In terms of this year, my mythic luck has been horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I haven't really talked about it publicly too much. I've talked about it in my clan. I've got records of all my hatches, and my mythic luck has been horrendous. I can't remember the exact numbers, so I don't really want to say them. I'll put them in the description if you want to find them. Because, yeah, I'll get it wrong if I try and say it. But basically, my mythic luck is just horrendous this year. And I was really hoping that in the second half of the year it would turn around. Well, this video has caught it. It is turned around. This is awesome. That was my 3rd mythic ticket, which means I can buy a mythic of my choice at some point, which is brilliant. So yeah, let's have a look at these new monsters which I just picked up. Alright, well, they actually get hidden slightly, don't they? So, Apollonius, this mythic, we'll find out whether it's good or not when I get to play with it. Which, yeah, I will be playing with that soon. I also got a Christine copy, didn't I? So she is 1 shard towards the 3 shards. That's cool. She is one of the mythics that gets a lot, that doesn't get that much when she gets awakened. But the oust becoming faster is a fairly big deal. Also, the secret skill means that she can pretty much be used outside of Link Water because she can always use that for a kill. And Oust, to be honest, is really good for getting a kill. Like, Oust is just amazing, going around protectors, all that stuff. Doesn't care about any of that, just instant kill on the thing you want to kill that's next. And then she has Blood Fury. So, you know, basically doesn't need to be in Link Water. That's the big deal when she's awakened. Right, and then what else did we get? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I did get a Kuro Kami, didn't I? I'll just show you my... Yeah, I've got Satumi and Akumurai. This with the one shot. Here we go. Gangrilla. So, got this. Gonna have Don Rilla. That's awesome. I have wanted this monster for a very long time. It was an anniversary monster, actually. Like 4th anniversary? No. 4th or 5th? I think it was the 4th. And we got one shard of this guy. So, yeah, a lot of mythic stuff. Right, and then we got this little mushroom guy. Yeah, I might use him a bit. Try him out in PvE. And we got the Garden Fairy Violet. So those were the new monsters. I don't think there was much else. I got some, you know, random copies of a few monsters, but I didn't get many legendaries, to be honest, so I didn't get too much there. Got a couple of 6-star tickets, though, from a couple of them. The last thing I wanted to talk about, just make a quick mention of... Actually, I'm going to do this a different way. Here we go. Found it. This Maginsis, quite cool. It's always fun when they bring out like a free monster for us all. Last year, the one they gave us was very, very niche, and I don't think I've ever used it. Probably nobody's used it. This one actually looks like it's a lot of fun, for new players especially. You can use it alongside emoji. It's basically emoji itself, but 1 extra cost. And so it's the kind of thing you can just shove at the back of your team. And if you shove this next to emoji at the back of your team, that may occasionally, very rarely, mean that you can do its emoji help move. There's no time restriction on that, so it's just as soon as it gets a turn, if the other emoji's on the battlefield, it can do the thing. You know, people will try and stop it if they know it. They should know it, because we all got this monster. But it's a fun little combo to then create a Moku, and obviously Mokus are amazing at the back of the team, so... if it ever lines up, it will be a lot of fun. Probably unlikely, but since it's 2 cost, and other kind of junk which you throw at the back of your team would be 1 cost, it's really not much more. You know, only 1 cost more to like have this little potential combo that might come along once in a blue moon. So yeah, really fun design. I like it a lot, and like I said, for new players, it should be really, really good for PvE stuff. Putting the 2 monsters together, because they'll be easy enough to pull off, you know, to have together to pull off. You can also, of course, give turn to Maginsis. Like I said, there's no time restriction at all on this move. So in the front line or whatever, you can have a give turn to it. Not viable really in PvP or anything like that, but for newer players, PvE stuff, they can definitely do that kind of thing to get a Moku and, you know, play with a legendary there. So cool stuff. That's it for this video. I really have no idea how long this has gone. I hope you've enjoyed the video and stuck around for it. There's nothing more to say about the anniversary other than I will bring out another video next week when the second egg has come out, which I will be hatching on for that mythic, most likely, because like I said, I predict that it's going to be a good mythic. And yeah, hold off on your own hatching until that one comes out. Hold off on using the Neo ticket until the end of this year. Thanks again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a video soon.